Welcome to this video on creating a frequency and relative frequency table from quantitative data in RGuroo. Let's begin. In RGuroo, we're going to click on Analytics, and then Analysis, and then Tabulation. We want to do numerical tabulation because we're working with quantitative data. The first thing we have to do is select a data set. So I'm going to select Unit 2 RGuroo Practice Dataset. So the first thing I have to do is define a variable, and I have two quantitative variables to choose from, siblings and age, and I'm going to choose age. So notice when I look at my bins, I have a lot of options. We have method, number, center, begin, and boundaries. You can choose whichever you want. I like this option for begin because it tells me exactly what to start with. I know that the lowest value in the age group is 18, and I can just set the width to be whatever I want, and I'll show you a few different options. But normally, especially if you're doing a problem with the online homework or written homework, you're going to be given this information. You're going to be told what your frequency table should start with, and you're going to be given the class width of the data. So let's just start with 5. Okay, so remember we're doing age, so it starts with 18 years old, and then we'll do every 5 years. So this is enough right now just to generate an image here. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so let's look at what this is saying. So this is saying that it's going from 18 to 23, but it's excluding 23 as an endpoint. So then this picks up and it includes 23, but excludes 28, and so on and so forth. And then, so we have, this is our class, if you will. It gives you the lower bound and the upper bound of the class, and then the frequency right here. So let's go back to our menu and see what we could do. So one thing I could do is I could change the width to, for example, 10. So I'm going to have fewer classes when I do that. And then we still have the frequency here. But what if I don't want a frequency table? What if I want a relative frequency table? Well, what I could do is I can select this button right here, which says proportion. And then notice what happens is I still have my count right here, my frequency, but now I have my relative frequency both as a decimal and as a percent. So now you know how to use RGuroo to generate a frequency table and a relative frequency table of quantitative data from a data set. So the last thing I want to point out is if anybody ever asks you for a cumulative frequency, you can also select that option as well. So let's hit that box. And now we have our cumulative count. So you can also see that, oh, sorry, the cumulative is a relative frequency. So it's 68%, and then 84%, and then 98%, and then 100%.